Hey everyone, Nuzlite here and today we're back from the YouTube video. Today we have the Time Trapper from DC Comics against the Time Eater from Sonic. If you enjoy this video, dislike and subscribe. I think I'm going to be taking about a week, maybe 2 weeks off from uploading. Again, just for myself, I've been posting constantly, once every 3 days for like a few weeks now. So yeah, I kind of need, to have a little bit of time off. And yeah, let's just get right into this video. For strength and attack potency, the Time Eater is capable of fighting both classic and modern Supersonic, who individually, like modern Sonic as Supersonic, could fight Solaris, who was capable of destroying all timelines and, destroying all of history and all time and space. So that would easily be multiversal for just, one Supersonic, let alone two. So yeah, Time Eater would scale to that as well. As for Time Trapper, he was capable of creating his own universe along with many others. He could take a single point in time and create entire realities from it, and his probably the biggest feat is being capable of, destroying all time throughout a multiverse. So for who's more powerful, it is really close, but I'd have to probably give the edge to Time Eater based on the fact that he took on, both Supersonic for this modern and classic. Given the fact as well that Solaris, was going to destroy all timelines, and Supersonic was capable of matching him, compared to Time Trapper, who was just going to destroy all of time, and obviously Time Eater fought Supersonic and Super Classic Sonic as well. So yeah, I'd have to give the edge here to Time Eater. As for speed, Time Eater is capable of fighting two Supersonics, who one individually was capable of fighting Solaris, who exists in the past, present, and future all at the same time, making him nigh or omnipresent. Of course, Sonic himself isn't omnipresent, since, he's not everywhere at once. He would just have immeasurable speed, so the Time Eater would scale to that and, of course, have immeasurable speed. The Time Trapper, meanwhile, is completely unbound by time and is not affected by it in the slightest, which would make him 5D and immeasurable in terms of speed. So yeah, I'd have to say the speed point is a draw based on the fact that, it's completely unquantifiable as to who would be faster. As for durability, the Time Eater should, of course, scale to his attack potency, since he was capable of fighting two Supersonics at once, as we already said. So yeah, multiversal durability as well. The Time Trapper, meanwhile, was capable of taking hits from Superboy Prime, who at this time wasn't at full power, but again, it should scale to his attack potency, so I'd probably give Time Eater the edge here as well. For abilities, weaponry, and technique, the Time Eater can slow down, rewind, and manipulate time in general. As energy manipulation, he can detach his arms and throw them at people, and use telekinesis to, control them. He can fly, has homing attacks, and can erase people from existence. He can stun people if he hits them. He can create force fields. He has resistance to cold temperatures. He can fly. He can, create matter and manipulate matter. And he can open portals as well. The Time Trapper, meanwhile, has telekinesis, can warp reality, and also is nigh omniscient as well, which means that he knows almost everything there is to know. He has flight, matter manipulation, teleportation, telepathy, telekinesis, then time manipulation, obviously. He has illusion manipulation, mind manipulation, entropy manipulation, and shapeshifting. So for who's more versatile, I think it is kind of clear that Time Trapper is. For who has the better abilities, it is much closer. The ability to rewind time and things like that is pretty powerful. However, any time manipulation here is completely irrelevant because both of them are just unaffected by it, having immeasurable speeds. So I'd probably have to give the edge here to Time Trapper, considering, his nigh omniscience, telekinesis, and telepathy, and, mind manipulation. So yeah, Time Trapper takes both the abilities and versatility point here. As for weaknesses, Time Eater only really has one, and it's the fact that his core is much more less durable than the rest of his body. So if you were to just hit him there enough times, he would eventually die. The Time Trapper, meanwhile, doesn't really have any known weaknesses, so I think it's kind of clear that Time Eater has he's much more vulnerable than Time Trapper. So who wins the fight? We've gathered from this that his speed is equal right now. Time Eater is more durable and more powerful. Meanwhile, Time Trapper is more versatile, has the better abilities, and is less vulnerable. So who wins the fight? This is a really close fight because Time Eater could very well just overpower Time Trapper, given their equal speed. However, unless he tries to use his portals in a way to try and damage Time Trapper, I don't really see it happening given Time Trapper's abilities to use illusions, manipulate matter, manipulate reality, manipulate minds. You also have to remember that Time Trapper has nigh omniscience, so he might, if or has a very high chance of knowing, Time Eater's weakness, and eventually win, given the fact that, like, it wouldn't exactly need to chip him down. You just need a few hits then in the core, since it's much less versatile and much less durable rather, and take out the Time Eater from there. So I would say that overall Time Trapper is more likely to win the fight. Yeah, Time Eater can get several wins in, but I'd say it's more likely that Time Trapper is able to win, given his arsenal of abilities and his nigh omniscience and obviously Time Eater's weakness. So I know this versus video is really short, but again, as what it is. If you enjoyed this video, dislike and subscribe. The next video, I have no idea what it's going to be, because I'm going to be taking a break for about a week or a bit. So yeah, I will see you in about a week and a bit.